10 times, the royal family freaked out in public. All gas, no brakes. The late Prince Philip, aka the Prince of No Nonsense, has had some funny moments where he becomes impatient to tomfoolery, and it has caused some publicity over the years.
Now we will be handing over to Claire Balding, who is going to be the MC for proceedings. Now what? Now this I like. Did you see that?
Is he instructing?
This clip is hilarious because as much as he was royalty, he is still human, and on top of that, a grandparent. And that gesture and a reaction reminds me of something my grandpa would do. The tap and the hand wave saying, "Pitter patter, get me home." Pure entertainment. Poor Zara. Prince William spoke on an incident in his youth that again makes me smile seeing the human in the royals, because these moments are in their own way wholesome. Speaking during documentary The Queen at 90, William explained, "Prince Philip and I were chasing Zara around who was on a go-kart, and we managed to herd Zara into a lamppost, and the lamppost came down and nearly squashed her. And I remember my grandmother being the first person out at Balmoral to come running across the lawn in her kilt. She came charging over and gave us the most almighty telling off. And that sort of stuck in my mind from that moment on." You may ask, "Excuse me, Mr. Voiceover Video Guy, why does this make you smile?" And the reason being, it's funny to read of or see the late Prince Philip and the Queen outside of being royals and just being grandparents. Kids will be kids. Royal or not, kids will be kids, and this is a perfect example of that at a polo event in June 2018 when Savannah Phillips got in trouble. The then 7-year-old jokingly pushed her cousin Prince George down a hill. He appeared shocked and tearful. Autumn Phillip gave her a telling off as she grinned cheekily. If the cameras were on me as a kid, my brother would be in public shame for how much he messed with me, but we're best friends to this day because that's what siblings do. And if you're thinking of commenting siblings don't push each other or anything in that manner, you were either an only child or had a boring childhood. Just take the picture. I mean, the late Prince Philip makes a point here. Take the picture already. Take the photo, the prince had a point. I'm sure anyone in this position would be sick of holding a fake smile. On top of that, whoever says he's a royal and shouldn't be swearing, to counter that, he was a naval hero, so he can swear if he wants. He has all my respect knowing his history, and he should have yours too. Therefore, he can say whatever he wants. He can say, "Take a picture." Take the picture. But his way of saying it was funny, to which slowed down the photo shoot because many of the people in the room were laughing, including Prince William. William, stand up. The beloved late Queen Elizabeth, though she was monarch itself, she's still a mother and a grandmother. And the moments the media captured her doing those duties, they caused for some funny publicity, like this moment caught on camera. I don't know the exact words after being told to stand up, but I hope it was of the sorts of, "I'm sorry, Mom," because Prince William is a man to which I respect highly, and that sentence is universal, and no matter what age you are or how royal you are, Mother knows best. BBC journalist. Prince William, I have to say, is my favorite royal and a man who is looked up to by many, which is why when he uses his strong words in order for change, it is so powerful. And in this instant, he did exactly that. In a filmed statement, Prince William said he felt indescribable sadness to know that the corporation's failures contributed significantly to his late mother's fear, paranoia, and isolation. He added, "In an era of fake news, public service broadcasting, and a free press have never been more important. These failings identified by investigations journalists not only let my mother down and my family down, they let the public down too." He called out news stations in a drastic way which needed to be done. Super Prince Harry? Prince Harry lost his cool during the couple's tour of Morocco in February 2019. The prince told a cameraman to back off as he accidentally knocked a child with his equipment. Harry and Meghan were tasting local cuisine, including a pigeon pie dish, with the prince cheering up the little girl by giving her the chef's hat. Had to be Prince Harry.
That's my specialty. Is
I'm sure he put a smile on the kid's face along with giving her a story to tell for life. Superhero Harry to that little girl. Prince Louis. I hope he's a comedian one day because he sure makes everyone around him laugh, except maybe his mother. Kate struggled to keep little Louis under control during the party at the palace as a part of Queen Elizabeth's Platinum Jubilee celebrations. Kate had her hands full with little Prince Louis, who proceeded to pull a series of entertaining faces. At the moment, the 4-year-old started sucking his thumb, much to his mother's annoyance and our entertainment. Kate was quick to try and distract her son and tapped his thumb out of his mouth. But in true Louis form, his fun and hilarious behavior continued. Moments later, he pulled a cheeky face at his mother, sticking his tongue out at her, forcing Kate to have a quiet, stern word with him. Amused by the situation unraveling before his eyes, Mike Tyndale gave Louis the "I'm watching you" hand gestures. Kate, who was sitting next to the 4-year-old, could be seen laughing at the sweet exchange between her son and the former rugby player. Twitter misinterpretation. A video of the Queen and Princess Anne went viral after the NATO reception at Buckingham Palace in December 2019. It looked like the monarch was chastising her daughter in front of the former US President Donald Trump. But in fact, Anne was standing back because she was not part of the welcome party. When the Queen looked to see who was next in line to be greeted, Anne raised her hand in the air, laughed, and said, "It's just me and this lot," pointing to members of the household behind her. Twitter went crazy after some mistook Anne's gestures for not wanting to meet the then President Trump. I can understand where the confusion came from, but slow down, Twitter. That's so weird that someone would jump to a conclusion. Mommy duty. Kate was on mommy duty at her sister Pippa Middleton's wedding in 2017, but there was one instant where she had to have a few crosswords with her son Prince George. The cheeky youngster was spotted playing behind his aunt's wedding dress and shaking out his flower basket before Kate, who also had her hands full with Princess Charlotte, gave him a quick talking to. George briefly shed some tears after he was scolded, but quickly was back to his antics. Sounds like Kate has her hands full as a mother, but honestly, kids who goof around the most and are curious always turn out to have full personalities, so Kate, you're doing amazing. Thanks for watching.